Hello, and welcome to the NLWN 2 Time Machine. Join me as we take a trip back in time to the 1860s and some vintage baseball on NLWN 2.
NLWN 2 will now transport you back to the 1860s for some vintage baseball featuring the Menomonie Blue Caps. And now, out to the park for vintage baseball, 1860 style.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to beautiful Sand Creek, Wisconsin for this beautiful vintage baseball. A wonderful chili feed put on by the Sand Creek Arts and the Sand Creek 4-H Pipers doing concession for us on this magical day. Woo! Perfect fall colors. You will be on a journey back in time to watch some vintage baseball, and there'll be some weird rules, but we'll talk to you about them as they happen. I would love the captains to introduce their teams.
Are we doing any kind of thing or just say that? All right, we are the Menomonie Blue Caps. Today I will be the captain. I am Beans.
Whiskey, Wall Street, Kojak, Chops, Bear Hug,
Smoke.
Sand Creek 9, I'll be the captain today, and my name is Funside. Nelly, Roadster,
Gus.
Meatball, Laffy Taffy, Jackie, Donkey.
Milkman.
Hey, captains, if you come forward for the flipping of the large Buffalo nickel from 1913. Did I? Sorry. You win. Your call. Take the field. There we go. The Sand Creek 9 will be taking the field. Play ball.
And welcome to Sand Creek, where we have vintage baseball coming your way. The Menomonie Blue Caps taking on the Sand Creek 9. And we've just concluded the opening ceremonies. And the Sand Creek 9 will be what we would traditionally call the home team. Today they will be in the field. And so the Blue Caps will be coming to bat first. Line up for the Blue Caps. Remember, these players all use nicknames. You saw them use them in the introductions. We have Kebab, Chops, Kojak, followed by Sea Legs, Papa, Whiskey, then Beans, Wall Street, Bear Hug, and Smoke. They'll be batting 10.
Now that's weird.
And Smoke is kind of working his way over in this direction.
Oh,
And how are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
And we're ready for some of this vintage baseball.
A day in Sand Creek where it's 70 degrees out.
It's gorgeous today. Beautiful autumnal weather.
We've played this game and it's been snowing. Everybody's wearing stocking hats.
And not today. And the colors are beautiful.
Yeah,
And we're ready to get things started.
that's Nelly, the pitcher. That's his cornfield out in the outfield there. So he probably should be combining corn instead of pitching, but
Well, you never know. We might see some ghosts come out of there.
we might. Or a raccoon.
So Kebab is at the plate.
Let's cut.
And the first pitch clunks on the home plate. Remember, there are no called balls or strikes. There's a fly ball out into left field, and it's caught out there. That's going to bring up Chops. I think the biggest difference that people notice right away in vintage baseball is there's not a glove out there.
No, everything bare hand.
Which is part of the reason why if you catch it on one hop, that's a fair ball.
Yep, anything that hits fair and then goes foul, it's a fair
So
ball.
it's wherever it hits first will determine whether it's fair or foul.
Yep.
That's going to bring up Kojak.
Just a bit low.
Kojak waiting for one that looks pretty good.
It's okay. It's a little.
Swings and laces it out toward left field. Throw it a second and not in time. And Kojak is safe at first.
Play it 1, 2, or 3. Here we go. Oh, we got a lefty.
That's going to bring up Sea Legs.
If it goes in the corner, you got to get it.
Yeah, from the looks of the infield here, I don't think anything's been played on here in a couple weeks.
Well, it is kind of late in the season.
Yeah.
In fact, we were just broadcasting the final Colfax High School football game. So the football season ended before the baseball season.
Yeah, that doesn't happen very often.
And a shot out into right field. Heads over towards the corn. Runner rounds third. Coming in, another runner rounds third. And Sea Legs is rounding third. And he comes in with a home run. They kind of lost that one in the corn,
Yeah,
I think.
I think that one did make the corn.
So 3 aces for the Blue Caps. One hands down and brings up Papa. And he has a
Right down the corn line.
courtesy runner. And can you explain how the courtesy runner is determined as who it's going to be?
It's last out.
So this would be Kebab.
Yep. So he'll stand there, and the arbiter will keep his hand on him and kind of release him when to go. It's usually the crack of the bat, but with it being a Sand Creek arbiter, it might be a tick behind the tick of the bat.
Or we just might talk.
Papa being selective here. And that one came up a bit short.
Got more patience than the Brewers do.
Yeah, they struggled a tad bit. And we have a foul ball down the third base line. And that one's watched by Papa. There's a fly ball, foul ball. Just hooked a little bit foul. And the pitch. There's a fly ball out into left field. Caught on the hop for the out. So 2 hands down brings up Whiskey. We were just talking about this. He spells his name with an E in it. Whiskey. EY, which means it has to be Scotch from Scotland. And he said his relatives did come from Scotland, although his first name is Jameson, so how do you make that work?
As long as it's whiskey, that's all that matters.
Well, a lot of Scotch did go to Ireland, and so we'll just stick with that story.
Yep.
There's a ground ball down the third base line, and Whiskey is safe at first. That's going to bring up Beans. 3 aces in the book for the Blue Caps. We're in the top of the first inning. And a shot right up the middle out into center field. Throw to second, and they got Whiskey at second for the third out.
It's amazing they left bases at 90 feet playing this game.
Yeah.
Even with that small or older ball, it was hard to advance.
So, for the Blue Caps, they did pick up 3 runs, and after a half inning, it's the Blue Caps 3 and the Sand Creek 9 coming to bat on NLWN 2.
Menomonie Eye and Optical can help you see the world for the beautiful place it is. Doctors Nicholas and Marianne Comro provide comprehensive and emergency eye care for all, including pediatric and special needs patients. Whether it's examination for glasses to cataract or LASIK care, or diagnosis and management of macular degeneration, and so much more. In addition, Menomonie Eye and Optical's experienced opticians will help guide you to the highest quality eyewear for the best value. That's Menomonie Eye and Optical, 520 Wilson Avenue in Menomonie, where they specialize in quality personalized care for you and your family.
And we're back here. Oh, there we go. There we go. Get the right button pressed here. Back here in Sand Creek as the Sand Creek 9. This is Donkey at the plate. He sends that one foul. He'll be followed by Fun Size, then Jeepa, then Nellie, Jackie, Taffy, Gus, Ginger, Milkman, and Roadster. And there's a ground ball out into right field. And Donkey is on with a base hit. That's going to bring up Fun Size. And he watches one go by. You know, at this time of year, as people are buying all that Halloween candy, funny how the Fun Size bars have gotten smaller. Caught on the bounce, and they've got a rundown going with Donkey. Heads towards second. And they're chasing him back to first. And they got him.
It's good to have youth on the team. Kebab came in and ran him down.
So with 2 hands down, that brings up Jeepa.
That's what can get you with that one bounce. You have the opportunity to go and without tagging up. Sometimes you get caught in the middle of it.
Which is exactly what happened there. Of course, he had to, because had it not been caught on the bounce, it was a force play.
Correct.
Ground to third, throw over to first, and it's in time.
Nice pick by Bear Hug.
So, the Sand Creek 9 go down in order with no runs, and we've played 1 inning. And it's the Blue Caps 3 and the Sand Creek 9-0 on NLWN 2.
NLWN TV is excited to bring you Colfax High School girls basketball. Our first game will be on Tuesday, November 18th, when the Vikings will travel to Hammond, Wisconsin to take on the St. Croix Central Panthers. Live coverage on NLWN TV begins with Viking pregame at 6:45 p.m. That's live Colfax Viking girls basketball on NLWN TV on Tuesday, November 18th.
We'll conquer it all!
And we're back here in Sand Creek, top of the second inning. Beans is at the plate. That's one of the interesting parts of the rules. Pop up in the infield, caught on the bounce. And the part of the rule is Beans was at bat because he did not make the third out. And we have another color commentator joining us. Why don't you let the folks know who you are?
Oh, yeah, well, it's good to be here. Chops from Menomonie, Wisconsin, Blue Caps.
Well, Chops, you scored the first run of the game for the Blue Caps.
Yeah, you know, small ball can win games, you know. Here. Oh.
Line shot out into left center field, and checking in at first base is Wall Street.
Way to be, find the gap.
That's going to bring up Bear Hug. And the raccoons in the corn are starting to tremble when they see a guy his size walk to the plate.
The elk of Elk Mound.
Just wait till you hear him bugle. First pitch is a little bit low.
Well, technically, your front foot on the line or your back foot on the line. Okay.
I forgot the rule.
Yeah, front foot on the line. Fast side if you want.
And there's a short pop-up caught. And so Bear Hug goes down.
Like I said, small ball can win games unless it's hit right to the pitcher.
That's going to bring up Smoke. So he left the broadcast booth and steps to the plate.
A dual threat.
Well, or something like that.
Yeah.
A ground ball, and that may be fair. Throw down to first, and they got him. So that'll do it for the top half of the second inning, and it's still Blue Caps 3 and the Sand Creek 9-0 on NLWN 2.
From reinventing the Chippewa Valley, a century of change in farm life, the Farmhouse Theater, along with the Wisconsin Logging Museum and Logging Camp. Also, the Chippewa Valley Museum features special temporary exhibits and traveling exhibits, as well as web exhibits. The Chippewa Valley Museum is open Tuesdays through Saturdays. Call for more information at 715-834-7871.
And I want to remind you that now showing at the Chippewa Valley Museum and continuing through January 3rd is the traveling exhibit, America's Monsters, Superheroes, and Villains, Our Culture at Play, by Super Monster City. This action-packed experience features hundreds of vintage toys, comics, posters, and more from the 1950s through the 2000s. This exhibit is a cultural X-ray of America's psyche. I stopped in and visited this exhibit about a week ago, and boy, did it ever bring back some memories. So call for more information from the Chippewa Valley Museum at 715-834-7871. Getting ready for the bottom half of the second inning. We have Nellie, Jackie, and Taffy for the Sand Creek 9.
And I'm back on the microphone, and after that at bat, I don't know if they'll let me back out there.
Well, I'm kind of surprised. You oftentimes have a courtesy runner.
I was going to run it out today.
Nellie looks at a couple. And he swings and misses. Papa on the mound. And there's a line shot out into center field. It's going to find a gap. And Nelly checks in at first. That's going to bring up Jackie.
I don't know if this guy's ever played for him before. I think it's his first game.
And he watches the first one go. And a ground ball off the shortstop out into left field. Nelly puts on the brakes. Now we got a situation going on. And he checks in at third as the ball went to second. So, runners at second and third, and Taffy is at the plate. He watches one go by. And a shot through the gap out into center field. One run comes in. A second run comes in.
That was a nice strike.
And a runner at first. No hands down so far. Sand Creek 9 mounting a bit of a surge. This is Gus at the plate. And a ground ball over towards second. And no play, well, got past first base.
Somehow he threw it over Bear Hug. I didn't know if that was possible.
I didn't think so either. I don't know how the ball behaves in high altitudes like that.
Yeah.
So it moves Taffy over to third, and Gus is on first. Tying run at third, Ginger at the plate. And she pops it up. And play is caught. Throw over to first, not in time. Runner coming to the plate, and it's going to be a sacrifice fly.
I think everybody kind of forgot about the runner at third.
And the game is now tied. One out. And Milkman steps to the plate. And there is a courtesy runner.
I think that was a foul ball, but
I think so. And that one's just a hair low. And a foul ball. And he caught it on the bounce.
A good catcher in this game is priceless.
That brings up Roadster. And he swings and misses. And that's a fair ball down the first base line. Oh, they almost had the tag at third. So, That puts Gus on third, Roadster on first, and the lineup has turned over. This is Donkey at the plate. And a foul ball. Almost made me want to react to that.
I know.
It was
I wanted
coming right back toward us.
I wanted to catch that one. Just the fence in between us.
And there's a shot out into right field. And Gus comes in to score, putting the Sand Creek 9 on top, 4-3. And that brings up Fun Size. And it's a ground ball down the third base line and tags the bag because it's a forced play at third. So, 4 runs for the Sand Creek 9, and they take the lead after 2 innings. It's Sand Creek 4 and the Blue Caps 3 on NLWN 2.
It's getting to that time of year again. Time for NLWN TV and NLWN 2 to present our Halloween Spooktacular 2025. Join us at 7 p.m. on Halloween night by the light of the jack-o'-lantern as we bring you some of the best in Halloween-themed old-time radio programs, including Edgar Bergen and Charlie McCarthy, Inner Sanctum Mysteries, and we'll wrap things up with the classic Halloween show of all time with Orson Welles' production of The War of the Worlds. So join me on our Halloween Spooktacular at 7 p.m. Halloween night on NLWN TV and NLWN 2.
And, of course, they made the announcement that the building is open and there's 12 different kinds of chilies to partake in.
I can tell you which one to vote for. I did make one of them.
Top of the order for the Blue Caps. This is Kebab.
My wife made one too. It's pretty good. I don't know the number she is.
And Kebab grounds it towards short. It's bobbled there, and Kebab is safe at first.
Thank you, kind sir. Thank you, sir, of the kindness.
That's going to bring up Chops. Chops was just here talking to us a few minutes ago.
And I'm going to go out and pitch next inning, so I'll try to get another one over here.
I'll play with you, don't worry.
I think we'll kind of rotate some guys through here and then let them do a little talking.
Sure. We're always glad to hear from them.
Well, that'll be a long time from now. There's a whole other 2 baseball games after this. There you go, Chop. Come on, kid.
And it's a foul ball.
For now. I didn't see a beer in his hand. So
Chops' bat is pretty distinctive that it's his bat. It says Chops right on the end.
That's so he doesn't lose it. There you go, kid.
And he grounds one over towards third. Throw to second. And they made the tag, but Chops is safe at first. So, one hand's down, and Kojak comes to the plate, runner on first. Kojak got a base hit his last time up.
See, Kojak's got a little rip in his knee of his pants. I believe that was either from Chicago or Indiana that he tore that.
It's all down in the same area anyway.
Yep. Those were a couple of our last matches.
Ground ball over towards third. Bobbled there. Kojak is going to be safe at first, and everybody's safe all the way around.
Hey, Brody. You hit her down the line, right?
That'll bring up Sea Legs with 2 runners on. Sea Legs hit a home run last time up. Kind of buried it out in the corn in right field. Pop up, foul territory.
I think he dropped it, but it was an acrobat.
And it's ruled a foul ball. It was too entertaining to watch him try to make the catch, and the arbitrator got absorbed in the game. And there's a shot out into center field. Runner rounds third, throw coming in toward the plate, and in to score is Chops. His second run of the game. That's going to bring up Papa. Papa's going to have Kebab as his courtesy runner. Actually, that's not Kebab.
Yep, that's Kebab.
It is, okay.
Yep.
Well, I'm looking through the arbitrator. He makes a better door than window.
That he does.
And there's a line shot foul. Now, if I heard correctly, Papa used to play semi-pro football for the Menomonie Thunderhawks.
I believe, I don't know if the Thunderhawks or Low Claire team. I'll try to get him over here to talk to him. He can explain it.
There's a ground ball, fair ball, and getting to first is Kebab.
I think he touched the bag at 3 to force out Kojak.
I think you're right. So there are 2 hands down and Whiskey at the plate. He got a base hit his last time up. And he swings and misses. You know, Smoke, I'll bet you can count on one hand the number of swinging strikeouts that you see in a season.
Yep, pretty much. It's pretty far and few between.
That's not that much, actually, 30 mils.
With no called balls or strikes, foul balls are not strikes. There's a grounder over to third, bobbled there, and everybody's safe all the way around.
And once you get 2 swinging strikes, nobody cheers louder for you than your own team.
Because you're going to owe them some beer.
Yep, a strikeout, you got to buy some beer.
That brings up Beans.
This is broadcast around the world, Beans. Hey, I tell you, MLB will be calling.
There's a pop-up, and they can't catch it on the bounce, but they do step on the plate to get the force out for the third out.
The good news is you're not out, Beans.
And so, the Blue Caps do pick up 1 run to tie things up after 2.5 innings. We're all tied at 4 with the Blue Caps and the Sand Creek 9 on NLWN2.
When tech goes on the fritz and frustration kicks in, Sladen's technology where you trust he can. From nowhere to backups, we've got what you need. Call us up, we'll plant the seed. Sladen's on the way, your heroes in disguise. For businesses large and small, we're the ultimate prize. 715-864-2833, get the IT help you desire. Call 715-864-2833 today.
And to start things off in the bottom of the third inning, we have Donkey at the plate, Smoke on the mound. That almost sounds like a Deep Purple song. Smoke on the mound. Ground ball over to short, and it gets through the hole. So Donkey is safe at first. And joining us here in our broadcast table is Papa. I understand you have a little semi-pro football experience under your belt.
Yeah, I do.
I thought I heard you played with the Thunderhawks.
Menomonie Thunderhawks, yeah.
Yeah, that's where we got our start, was with the Thunderhawks.
All right. Yeah, those were good times.
Ground ball, throw over to second, throw back to first, and they turn the double play.
Rarest play in vintage baseball.
6-4-3 on the double play.
That was beautiful.
And it's going to bring up G-Pie. Yeah, very well turned. So which Thunderhawk coach did you play for?
I have no idea. I thought you guys were making this up.
Yeah. Well, there were two that we worked for. Fred Hovershome and Ray Roberts.
No, I thought this was a skit.
And but now you're playing ball.
That's right.
Baseball. Fly ball out into left field and can't make the catch on the bounce because his body was going one way and the feet went the other. So G-Pa is safe at first.
Let's go, Caps.
And that's going to bring up Nelly. So what attracted you to vintage baseball?
I've always liked playing ball, and just heard about this one day. Mad Dog was on the radio talking about it. I happened to be listening to the local sports radio at work, and I thought, wow, that sounds like a lot of fun. And then at the end, he said something about, give us a call if you're interested in having a tryout. And I called him up about 10 minutes later.
And Nelly lines it out into center field, caught on the first bounce. So that's 3 hands down. No runs that inning for the Sand Creek 9, and we're still tied at 4 after 3 complete. And you're tuned to Vintage Baseball on NLWN2.
NLWN2 is proud to present Colfax High School boys basketball. Our first game will be on Tuesday, December 2nd, when the Vikings travel to Durand to face the Durand, Arkansas Panthers. Live coverage on NLWN2 begins with Viking pregame at 6:45 p.m. That's live Colfax Viking boys basketball on NLWN2 on Tuesday, December 2nd.
And we're back here in Sand Creek, and we just have Papa on the mic, and now he's at the plate. Got a base hit his last time up. And Kojak is running for him. Yo, that's right. It's sea legs. I missed that out on my scorebook. Nonetheless, Papa watches a couple. Now he hits a fly ball out towards third base, foul ball caught on the bounce, and so Papa fouls out on the bounce. So one away. That brings up Whiskey.
Come on, Whiskey.
Whiskey's got a couple hits on the day. And he swings and misses at that one. And he lines that one out into center field for a base hit, maybe. And he just beats it out. It's a 3-hit day for Whiskey.
That 90 feet can be a long run.
Yeah, it can be. That's bringing up Beans.
Especially the guys that played softball a little bit, and they're used to them 60-foot bases.
Yeah, their body just tells them let up at the 60-foot mark, and they still have another 30 feet to go. Ground ball to short, throw to second for one, throw to first, and not quite in time. So that Whiskey is forced at second, and Beans is safe at first. Brings up Wall Street. And he watches one.
Again, two hands.
Bounces it off the plate. Now that should have something to do with getting a beer, doesn't it?
It does.
In softball.
Teams all around the country, you hear when it hits the plate, they holler beer. And I've yet to determine if it's the pitcher that gets the beer or the batter that gets the beer.
Throw to second for the out. That's third hands down.
Yes. I was clapping because you were next. I was excited to see you come.
And that means Blue Caps pick up no runs in the top of the fourth, and we're still tied at 4 after 3.5 on NLWN 2.
When you have that craving for a home-cooked meal the way Mom used to make it, rest assured, you can still get that meal by going to Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax. Mom's is open daily, serving breakfast and lunch, and don't forget dinner on Friday nights with Mom's famous fish fry. The coffee is always hot, the breakfast is always delicious, and lunch will put a smile on your face and in your stomach. 225 Bremer Avenue, Colfax. Call 715-962-4617. That's Mom's Restaurant and Pub.
Back here at Sand Creek, heading into the bottom half of the fourth inning, we have Jackie, Taffy, and Gus due up for the Sand Creek 9. And Bear Hug is over to join us. And Bear Hug, you kind of remind me of the prototypical baseball hero from the vintage days, just from your appearance and so on. Ground ball over to short, bobbled there, and safe at first. That's going to bring up Taffy. So what brought you into vintage baseball?
Well, I knew Chops from outside vintage baseball, and he had done it for a few years, and that was really interesting, and the timing was right, and it's been awesome to be on the baseball field again and get an opportunity to play.
And this is a little different pace of a game than what more, I don't want to say more competitive, because these guys are still competitive, but it's not the same as the Eau Claire Cavaliers or the Eau Claire Express or anything like that. It's a little more of a laid-back, gentlemanly game.
For sure. It makes it a little easier to get into it, but that's the nice part about it. Everybody here is doing it for the love of the game, and they love baseball, so it makes it fun to get these group of guys, even the teams we play against together. So
there's a hard shot ball out into center field. Taffy's going to round first, and he's going to stay there. So 2 on, Jackie at second, Taffy at first. Gus comes to the plate. Gus singled and scored his last time up. There's a pop-up in the infield, caught by Smoke coming off the mound, but on the bounce. So 1 hands down, each runner did advance. That'll bring up Ginger. Ginger hit into a sacrifice fly her last time up. And there's a ground ball over towards second. Throw to first for the out. And a run does come in to score. So Sand Creek jumps back on top, 5-4. Milkman now at the plate. He does have a courtesy runner. Throw to first, and it got past the first baseman. That was Bear Hug. Run came in to score. And the courtesy runner for Milkman checks in at third. That, I believe, was Gus out there. Brings up Roadster with 2 hands down, and he grounds it up the hole into center field. Run comes in to score. And they flip the lineup over. And there's a pop-up and dropped at first in foul territory. 3 runs in this inning, so it's 7-4. And there's a fly ball out by the corn and dropped out there. As Donkey is rounding second, he's heading to third. And he's going to check in with a triple and drive in Roadster. That should bring up Fun Size. There's still 2 down. And it's now 8-4. Sand Creek 9 are on top. There's a pop-up in the infield and making the catch over there. And so, 4 runs for the Sand Creek 9 give them an 8-4 lead over the Blue Caps on NLWN 2.
Midwest Environmental Consultants, your partner and guide. From soil testing to landscapes, they cover it all. Lawn care and beauty, they're ready to call. With expertise in the ground, they'll analyze what's there. Call 608 778-462-067 and let's get started. You deserve the best.
So, top of the 5th inning, and Wall Street at the plate. Wall Street grounded into a fielder's choice to end the last inning, but he wasn't the last out. There's a fly ball out into left field. It's going to fall fair and caught on the bounce. Nice job out there in left field. And, whoop, I wrote that in the wrong place. Brings up bear hug. One of these days, Bear Hug's going to get a hold of one. And who do we have joining us now? Introduce yourself.
This is Beans.
And Bear Hug sends one out into center field. Bounces a couple of times. And maybe it only bounced once. Yeah, evidently.
Yeah, he got the hop.
Go get him.
Now we got Smoke up to bat.
Smoke again, no courtesy runner. He hit one that landed fair and came foul over by the fence here. And then Ginger threw him out over at first. Swing and a miss.
That's 1 to 30 in Blue Caps terms.
And he hits a fly ball out into right field. Into the corn. Smoke's going to try for 2. He's still in the corn. He's still in the corn. Smoke's trying to get to 3. Let's hope he doesn't run out of gas on the way.
They're going to hold him up at 3.
I think they had to hold him up at 3. I don't think he could have made it to the plate. And the ball went out of play. Ginger is chasing it down like there might be a play, but I don't think Smoke had any energy left in him to go beyond third base anyway. Somebody might want to bring the oxygen out there to third base. Kebab.
Chops, you're on deck. I knew that. Sorry, I'm entertaining the cranks. No worries.
There's a ground ball over towards short. Picked up there, throw over to first. And he doesn't have it. Smoke is coming in toward the plate, and he's safe. And Smoke made the trip around the bases for a run. And Kebab is safe at first. And Chops is at the plate. Chops has 2 hits on the day. There's a shot out in left field. We have runners on the corners.
Well, we couldn't ask for better weather for this day.
You are so right. By the way, that's a 3-hit day for Chops. And they weren't cheap ones. Brings Kojak to the place. He's also got a 2-hit day going. You're right. This for mid to late October, this is absolutely perfect.
We've been doing this date for several years, and in the past we've played in 20-degree weather and snow on the ground, so this is perfect.
And he catches that one on the bounce.
All right, I got to go back to work.
Yeah, you do. So, Blue Caps do pick up a run, and so it is the Sand Creek 9 8 and Blue Caps 5 on NLWN 2.
Menomonie Eye and Optical can help you see the world for the beautiful place it is. Doctors Nicholas and Marianne Comroe provide comprehensive and emergency eye care for all, including pediatric and special needs patients. Whether it's examination for glasses to cataract or LASIK care, or diagnosis and management of macular degeneration, and so much more. In addition, Menomonie Eye and Optical's experienced opticians will help guide you to the highest quality eyewear for the best value. That's Menomonie Eye and Optical, 520 Wilson Avenue in Menomonie, where they specialize in quality personalized care for you and your family.
And the bottom of the 5th inning, we have Jeepa, Nellie, and Jackie. Papa on the mound. And a long shot out into center field, caught on the hop. Boy, that rule sure does come in handy.
Took me a while to get back over here.
Yeah, did you have to stop for oxygen on the way?
I was looking for some 1860s oxygen.
So it's going to bring up Nellie. And there's a looper out into center field. And so Nellie is safe at first. Brings up Jackie.
One swinging strike. Go, Jack. What is that? 1-30.
And there's a fly ball out towards center field. And trying to catch it on the fly and ended up dropping it. So safe at first is Jackie. That's sometimes where that letting it bounce and catching it on the bounce.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta realize the situation, when it's okay to let it bounce and when it's good to let it get it on the fly. But
Taffy at the plate. Taffy's got 2 hits and 2 runs scored, or 2 aces.
Yeah.
And a swinging strike. I felt the breeze off that one. Or as they like to say, 1-30. It's 2 swinging strikes. Now we'll start hearing it from the Sand Creek. 2-30, because he may owe 30 bottles of beer. Well, I guess not. Fly ball out into right field and dropped and into the corn. I see the corn wiggling out there. They're still moving. 1's in. 2 are in. And he's going to hold at third. So Taffy is at third with a triple.
Sometimes the challenge is not just finding it in the corn, but then you got to get out of the corn so you can throw the ball.
Yeah. Because if you've ever been in corn, you realize it's not easy to move in there.
No.
Gus is at the plate. It makes it 10-5. Sand Creek 9 are on top. Ground ball, throw over to first. That's in time. That's 2 hands down as Taffy came in to score. So it's 11-5, and Ginger comes to the plate. Sacrifice fly and a ground out for Ginger today. Well, I'm assuming that means it's noon.
It's noon or there's a fire.
And Milkman said that's Ginger's walk-up music. And she smacks it out towards center field and caught on the bounce. So that's 3 down, but 3 aces come in to score, making it Sand Creek 9-11 and the Blue Caps 5 on NLWN 2.
NLWN TV is excited to bring you Colfax High School girls basketball. Our first game will be on Tuesday, November 18th, when the Vikings will travel to Hammond, Wisconsin to take on the St. Croix Central Panthers. Live coverage on NLWN TV begins with Viking pregame at 6:45 p.m. That's live Colfax Viking girls basketball on NLWN TV on Tuesday, November 18th.
We'll conquer it all!
And we've got 5 innings in, and I think this game might be done because there are a couple more games that are getting played today. We have one more that we're going to cover. Well, they're discussing, and
one more inning.
One more inning. We'll play 6. That works. Sea Legs, Papa, and Whiskey are due up for the Blue Caps.
Yeah, no, according to the schedule, our second game isn't until 12:30. So.
Well, that would mean they have to have some time for warm-ups and so on. And,
yeah,
but if the Blue Caps don't come up with 6 aces in this top half of the 6th, so my assumption, 11-5 is the score, and so the Blue Caps are down by 6. Top half of the 6th inning, this will be the final inning, and which means the Blue Caps need to pick up 6 runs.
Yeah, we better get going. But you always say you can't have a comeback if you're not behind.
That's right. Swing and a miss by Sea Legs. And he watches that one. And he smacks that one out into center field. It bounces a couple of times out there. Sea Legs rounds first, and he's going to check in at second.
Well, that's the way to start a comeback.
Good solid double by Sea Legs. That's going to bring up Papa, and his courtesy runner should be Kojak, if I'm not mistaken. That looks like him.
Yep.
He just doesn't have the Tootsie Roll pop stuck in his cheek.
Yeah.
And there's a shot foul.
One thing you got to watch when you're playing here is those light poles out there. We've had them before where they've hit that and then bounced back into fair territory. So it's wherever it hits the ground.
Right,
so
because
it
hitting
could
up
be
on the
back
pole.
to fair. 7 to 5. Yeah. Top of 6. This will be the last inning.
And catching it on the bounce is Ginger. So Papa's down, one hand's down, brings up Whiskey. Whiskey's got a 3-hit day going and has not scored a run. And a swing and a miss. And he's shaking his head like, what was I doing? That's what happens when you combine Jameson with whiskey.
Yeah. Get the whiskey glasses going.
Well, Jameson with scotch, I mean, that's quite the blend.
Yeah.
I did learn that little trivia fact when I was over in Scotland.
Yeah.
And a ground ball out into center field for a base hit. Sealegs rounds third, but he's going to hold there.
You need a batter. Unless you don't want a bat, that's okay too.
And that brings Beans to the plate.
Hey, this is pine tar. Is that legal?
Mm-hmm. Beans singled his last time up.
One out. Play it 1 or 2.
And there's a fly ball out towards center field. And let's see if they call that. And they did say he caught it on the bounce.
Oh, God, I thought they clogged heads. I didn't know the ball is.
I don't know. That looked a little sketchy to me, but I
So
am always awake.
Sealegs did come in to score.
Do you want to tally? Did you tally?
Whiskey is over at second. And the score is now 11-6. Wall Street at the plate. And the pitch. Fly ball out towards center field. Coming in, catching it on the bounce. And that should do it because... And, yeah, that's going to do it. Final score in this one is Sand Creek 9 and the Blue Caps 6. So we have the closing ceremonies of Game 1 coming up.
Hey, after 6 innings, the final tally was the Caps 6, the 9-11. Let's give a big round of applause for all playing. The Captains now will have the final bitchy word. No, go ahead. I don't know.
What a glorious day for baseball. What a glorious day for refreshments. Every day we play this game is our favorite day, but this one especially because it's our last event of the year. Now comes the long dreaded off season. We're already looking forward to next year. Thank you, Daniel, for the invite. Very well done. Kicked our butts again. Blue Caps, let's give them 3 cheers. Hip hip! Huzzah! Hip hip! Huzzah! That's great.
I want to thank everybody for coming out today. What a glorious, beautiful October day to play the best game in the world. Amazing. I want to thank you for coming up and the show with us today. Make sure you get in and try some chili. Some beer in the cooler there. Help yourself.
And so that's going to do it for our first game from here in Sand Creek. And And we will have the second game from here in Sand Creek when the Blue Caps take on the Rovers in just a few minutes right after this timeout on NLWN 2.
It's getting to that time of year again. Time for NLWN TV and NLWN 2 to present our Halloween Spooktacular 2025. Join us at 7 p.m. on Halloween night by the light of the jack-o'-lantern as we bring you some of the best in Halloween-themed old-time radio programs including Edgar Bergen and Charlie McCarthy, Inner Sanctum Mysteries, and we'll wrap things up with the classic Halloween show of all time with Orson Welles' production of The War of the Worlds. So join me on our Halloween Spooktacular at 7 p.m. Halloween night on NLWN TV and NLWN 2.
Don't go away. We'll have more Blue Caps baseball coming your way on NLWN 2 right after this timeout.
Vikings rise!
NLWN TV is excited to bring you Colfax High School girls basketball. Our first game will be on Tuesday, November 18th when the Vikings will travel to Hammond, Wisconsin to take on the St. Croix Central Panthers. Live coverage on NLWN TV begins with Viking pregame at 6:45 p.m. That's live Colfax Viking girls basketball on NLWN TV on Tuesday, November 18th.
We'll conquer it all! Midwest Environmental Consultants, your partner and guide. From soil testing to landscapes, they cover it all. Lawn care and beauty, they're ready to call. With expertise in the ground, they'll analyze what's there. Call 608-468-2067 and let's get started. You deserve the best. We're the Colfax Vikings. We wear that crown.
NLWN 2 is proud to present Colfax High School boys basketball. Our first game will be on Tuesday, December 2nd when the Vikings travel to Durand to face the Durand, Arkansas Panthers. Live coverage on NLWN 2 begins with Viking pregame at 6:45 p.m. That's live Colfax Viking boys basketball on NLWN 2 on Tuesday, December 2nd.
NLWN 2 will now transport you back to the 1860s for some vintage baseball, featuring the Menomonie Blue Caps. And now, out to the park for vintage baseball, 1860 style.
Baseball extravaganza! I hope you're enjoying the food from the Sand Creek 4-H'ers and the 12 chilies that will flush your bowels but be enjoyable inside the school. Please enjoy the chili contest. Ballers, just to remind you, there's beverages in the cooler for you. It is the afternoon. Hey, I would love the captain to introduce the team.
I want to say one thing. We've waited a long, long time to play these guys, and no, just kidding. We play them all the time. But we're looking forward to it. We're excited. For anybody that wasn't here before, I'll reintroduce ourselves. I am Beans.
Whiskey. Chops. Bear hug. Come on. Oh, Jack. Go straight. Smoke. Yeah. Hey-oh.
I'm Captain Two-Bit of the Rovers of Minnesota.
Smoke. Bubba. Jet. Chopper. Frenchie. Mongo. Bomber. Mr. E.R. Shogren. Captains, I will flip the coin.
And as they're getting ready to do the coin flip for game 2 today, Blue Caps are taking on the Rovers, who come from Anoka County. And the Rovers won the toss, and they are taking the field first. And so the Blue Caps will be at bat first in the top of the first inning. Lineup is the same as game one. Kebab, Chops, Kojak, Sea Legs, Papa, Whiskey, Beans, Wall Street, Bear Hug, and Smoke. And we'll go through the Rovers lineup in just a moment or two. And pitcher's looking for a ball. Kind of hard to get a baseball game going without a ball.
Ever since Bayport, he got a knee injury, and it's either a bruised knee or a torn meniscus. Oh boy, so he's not here today. Yeah, he went to. Hey, the coroner's live, people. Fun size will tell you when your game is over. Okay. But like 7 innings or an hour and something.
So,
It's a time
Blue Caps
game, but my tournament
are at bat. And we have Smoke coming to join us again.
Hello.
Ready for game 2?
Ready.
And after this is done, I know that Dan and I are going in to try out some of that chili.
Yeah. I haven't been in there yet.
So Kebab at the plate. Watch his first 2 pitches go by. And he grounds one over to third, goes between the wickets, and safe at first is Kebab.
Let's go, Chops.
Uh-oh, and I got him on.
In.
And he tried to stretch it to second.
And he did it.
And he made it.
I don't know, they have to discuss. Chopper. Chopper.
So that's bringing up Chops.
Go, Chopper.
Yeah, but you realize that that's on our base, right?
He watches the first one.
Just curious.
And he watches the second one.
Well-groomed batter right there.
Ground ball over to third. Looks the runner back. Throws it over to first. And picked up there. And now the runner does advance. So 1 down. 1 hands. And Kojak coming to the plate.
Yeah, you can't ask for much better of a day than today to be out here.
For this time of the year, ground ball again to third, looks him back, throw to first, and they got him. No, he's safe at first. Runner does not advance. The throw pulled the first baseman off the bag, and he tried to make the tag and missed the tag. So that's going to bring up Sea Legs with 1 hand. Runner at third, runner at first. And he watches that one go by. Couple pitches over the top of the head of Sea Legs. And a shot foul down the first base line.
Yeah, these guys from Rum River, they made quite a jaunt to get over here. They're up in Anoka County, East Bethel
North
area.
side of the Twin Cities area. And a foul back. And the pitch. There's a fly ball out into left field, circling under it, makes a catch. Runner tags, coming toward the plate, and he's safe.
I thought they were going to get him, but
so 2 hands down, 1 run in. Papa coming to the plate. And I would assume he's going to have a courtesy runner.
Yep,
sea legs. And there's a fly ball, hooking foul, but caught in foul territory. And that's 3 hands down. So, for the Blue Caps, they did pick up a run. We've played a half an inning, and it's the Blue Caps 1 and the Rovers coming to bat on NLWN 2.
Get in touch with the roots of the Chippewa Valley at the Chippewa Valley Museum, located in Eau Claire's Carson Park, with a mission of connecting people to their community and inspire curiosity. From reinventing the Chippewa Valley, a century of change in farm life, the Farmhouse Theater, along with the Wisconsin Logging Museum and Logging Camp. Also, the Chippewa Valley Museum features special temporary exhibits and traveling exhibits, as well as web exhibits. The Chippewa Valley Museum is open Tuesdays through Saturdays. Call for more information at 715-834-7871.
And now showing at the Chippewa Valley Museum and continuing through January 3rd is the traveling exhibit, America's Monsters, Superheroes and Villains, Our Culture at Play, by Super Monster City. This action-packed experience features hundreds of vintage toys, comics, posters, and more from the 1950s through the 2000s. This exhibit is a cultural x-ray of America's psyche. I stopped and visited this exhibit about a week ago, and boy, did it ever bring back some memories. Call for more information from the Chippewa Valley Museum at 715-834-7821. And we're getting ready for the bottom of the first inning. Due up for the Rovers, we have Jet, Chopper, and Bubba. It'll be followed by Smug, Frenchie, Mongo, then Bomber, Sugar, and 2-Bit. So Jet is at the plate, watches the first one. And a line shot out into center field. Good solid base hit by Jet. That'll bring up Chopper. And that one just missed inside. Papa on the mound. Shot out into right field, and he can't catch it on the bounce. He gave it a good try. Jet checks in at third. And Chopper's at first.
Here's Bubba, and he should be a little tired for the new dad.
Well, that would do it.
Hopefully he's up all night.
Well, congratulations to him. Bubba watches a couple. And he hits a fly ball out into left field. It bounces once. Runner comes in to score. So that
nice catch out there.
And he did a nice job of letting it bounce, had control over it.
I think the sun's right behind us now.
So Smug is at the plate. All tied at 1, bottom of the first inning. And there's a short fly towards second, and they can't catch it on the hop.
The wind is just blowing right to the short fence.
So that moves Chopper over to second. Smug is on first. Frenchie at the plate. 1 down. All tied at 1. Frenchie pops it up, and it falls foul.
Foul ball!
And a ground ball out towards short. Flip to second for 1. Throw to first. In time. Another 6-4-3 double play to get the Blue Caps out of the inning. So we've completed an inning, and the score: Blue Caps 1, Rovers 1 on NLWN 2.
The fritz and frustration kicks in. Sladen's technology where you trust he can. From nowhere to backups, we've got what you need. Call us up, we'll plant the seed. Sladen's on the way, your heroes in disguise. For businesses large and small, we're the ultimate prize. 715-864-2833, get the IT help you desire. Call 715-864-2833.
And we're back here at Sand Creek. Second game of our doubleheader today. Blue Caps taking on the Rovers, and at the plate for the Blue Caps is Whiskey, and he pops one fair, throw to first, and they got him in time.
Hit the plate. Hit the plate.
Just barely fair.
Barely. Just barely.
Having that steel plate there kind of confirms it.
It did.
This is Beans at the plate now. And he grounds one over to short. Scoop, drop, throw. And they can't control it. I guess they did get it. He did hang on to it.
Just long enough, I guess.
2 hands down, and Wall Street at the plate. And a fly ball by shortstop, and he makes the catch. So 3 up, 3 down for the Blue Caps, and we've played an inning and a half. We're all tied at 1 on NLWN 2.
NLWN 2 is proud to present Colfax High School boys basketball. Our first game will be on Tuesday, December 2nd, when the Vikings travel to Durand to face the Durand, Arkansas Panthers. Live coverage on NLWN 2 begins with Viking pregame at 6:45 p.m. That's live Colfax Viking boys basketball on NLWN 2 on Tuesday, December 2nd.
Mongo coming to the plate for the Rovers in the bottom of the second inning. That one bounces off the plate. Unlike, there we go. Works better if I turn on my microphone. Should turn yours on too, Smoke.
Yeah.
So Mongo at the plate.
I know I don't say much, but does help when it's on.
So we have to cherish those few moments that you do and make sure your mic is turned on. Papa on the mound, and he delivers. Mongo pops it straight up near home plate, and it falls foul. Now, if Wall Street had managed to get over there and trap that against the screen, it had bounced once. Would that have been an out?
Yep.
Because it didn't hit a ground twice?
Nope.
Okay.
Yep, that would have been an out.
Still learning these rules. There's a foul ball and caught on the bounce.
I've got a lot of years into it, and I'm still learning the rules.
We're always trying to figure it out.
That'll bring up Bomber. And a swing and a miss. He's kind of looking like, where'd that one go? And he fouls that one back.
And it's caught, but that's an out.
Yes, it is. Yeah, caught it on the bounce. Bomber's new to the program and wasn't quite sure about that one.
You learn that one quick when you do that.
Makes you mad.
This is Sugar at the plate.
Well, Sugar has a little different uniform on because he usually plays for the St. Croix. He's filling in and helping the Rum River out today.
Nice spin. I think the wind was working against you.
And there's a fly ball out towards right field. Foul.
I said foul ball.
I heard it.
I said foul ball. I hollered it pretty loud.
So Sugar at the plate is still.
No, I was just gonna. I was gonna call for a foul. On one side, been doing that. I hollered.
And there's a shot out into left field and on the bounce. And so a 1-2-3 inning for the Rovers. So we've played 2 and we're still tied at 1 on NLWN 2.
Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax has just what you need when you have that craving for a home-cooked meal the way Mom used to make it. Mom's is open from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. daily and until 9 on Fridays with a complete breakfast menu. Lunch includes sandwiches, salads, wraps, and burgers, along with Mom's comfort food favorites, and don't forget dinner on Fridays with Mom's famous fish fry. The coffee always hot, the breakfast always delicious, and lunch puts a smile on your face. 225 Bremer Avenue, Colfax. Call 715-962-4617. That's Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax.
And Bear Hug at the plate. First pitch he watches go by.
I'm going to bounce him or throw him in the air. Okay. Eric, you.
And a high pop and caught. So Bear Hug is out. That'll bring up Smoke.
Eric, you're okay with the sound?
Right out of the broadcast booth. So he gets a little help in the booth on. Now we get your mic turned on there.
Well, this is Beans filling in for Smoke in the booth here.
Because Smoke's on the water. And it's fair ball. And the throw to first is in time.
Well, Smoke's his last at bat, he hit a 3-bagger.
And just about needed to call the ambulance crew out there to third base.
This is true.
For him. So back to the top of the order. This is Kebab. He hit a double his last time up.
Kebab's one of the young guys on our team.
Pops that one up. And it was dropped, and Kebab is going to be at first. You know, it's really good that we don't have to decide whether something's a hit or an error. He's either safe or he's not.
That's true. Nobody likes hitting small balls, but sometimes small ball wins the game.
Chops at the plate, grounded to third his last time up.
They couldn't hit the ball, Kojak. Wasn't gonna end well.
They could have like dropped 1 or 2 to him during regular season.
Chops watches that one.
It's gonna drop. It's gonna drop.
And caught by the shortstop out there in short left field. And that's 3 down. So no runs for the Blue Caps, and we're still tied at 1 after 2.5 innings on NLWN 2.
Midwest Environmental Consultants, your partner and guide. From soil testing to landscapes, they cover it all. Lawn care and beauty, they're ready to call. With expertise in the ground, they'll analyze what's there. Call 608-468-2067 and let's get started. You deserve the best.
Back in Sand Creek. And a fly ball out into center field. It gets past the center fielder, rolls into the corn, and 2-Bit is checking in at second. And takes us back to the top of the order for the Rovers. This is Jet. He singled and scored his last time up. And there's a fly ball towards left field. And he overran it on the bounce, and Jet checks in at second. And it puts 2-Bit over on third. And Chopper is at the plate. He watches a couple. Man, that one's a bit high. Smoke on the mound. And a shot out into right field, caught out there. Runner tags coming toward the plate, and he's going to score. Both runners advance. Tag in advance.
Do I want to? No, but I will. I did something useful. Good job. Basically did what I did last inning.
So a sacrifice fly for Chopper. Brings up Bubba, and a run comes in, so the Rovers have a 2-1 lead. There's a ground ball over to second, and right off the hands, throw to first, and it's going to be close. Run did come in, And they're going to say he's safe at first. So 2 runs in this inning. Gives the Rovers a 3-1 lead. And a fly ball out toward center field, and he can't field it on the bounce. And so Bubba checks in at second, brings up Frenchie. And the pitch is a little bit inside. It chases Frenchie out of the box. And there's a ground ball over to third, out into left field. Runner rounds third, coming toward the plate. That's Bubba, and he's going to score. That makes it 4-1. Rovers on top.
Look, it is the field of dreams, right? That's awesome.
Hey, we have a ghost coming out of the corn.
Shoeless Joe Jackson comes to Sand Creek, baby.
But you've got shoes on.
Well, it's 1919. They had shoes in 1919. Right?
Nice.
Right? Shoeless Joe's going to go on the radio.
Shoeless Joe coming out of the corn. Whew. Joining us here in the booth.
Tell you what, there's a lot of things out in the corn.
You never know.
Yeah. There's other ball players. Beautiful place. Whew.
Mongo at the plate.
I had to run out of the corn, so I'm a little tired.
Raccoons were chasing you?
Raccoons, deer, bear. I think I saw a squatch. Big old Sasquatch.
Well, even Sasquatch needs his veggies from time to time.
He does. Little corn.
And there's a fly ball out into deep left field.
Oh, that's going. That could make the corn. Woo!
2 runs are going to score. As Mongo checks in at second with a good solid double to left field.
Hey, Mongo needs oxygen. Or beer. Oxygen.
They both work well in this situation.
Yes.
That's 5 runs this inning for the Rovers, giving them a 6-1 lead. And there's a fly ball out into right field, and that's going to fall in. Mongo rounding third. He's going to try to score.
He might make it.
Ball went into second. So Mongo comes in to score.
Might need
Bomber.
an EKG. Yeah. This is a shellacking. I tell you what. I might go back to the corn.
There's a fly ball. So Bomber's on third. Sugar is at first.
Nope. Sugar didn't make it to first. Sugar got out.
Oh, he was out. So 2 down, 2-bit. They've batted around this inning, and 2-bit is out on the fly.
Get up, not gone. Anyways.
So we've completed 3, and it's 7-1 on NLWN 2.
Menomonie Eye and Optical can help you see the world for the beautiful place it is. Doctors Nicholas and Marianne Comro provide comprehensive and emergency eye care for all, including pediatric and special needs patients. Whether it's examination for glasses to cataract or LASIK care, or diagnosis and management of macular degeneration, and so much more. In addition, Menomonie Eye and Optical's experienced opticians will help guide you to the highest quality eyewear for the best value. That's Menomonie Eye and Optical, 520 Wilson Avenue in Menomonie, where they specialize in quality personalized care for you and your family.
Back here at Sand Creek, holy cow, we had a chance to interview Shoeless Joe Jackson as he came walking right out of the corn. Due up for the Blue Caps is Kojak, Sea Legs, and Papa. They have a little coming back they have to do, and Shoeless Joe is going to take over the job as the arbitrator. And there's a pop foul, and the spectators scatter over on the third base side.
Hey, baseball got a lot better later, just to let you know. Give it about 50 years, then we were better.
That's about your era, right, Shoeless?
Yeah. I wanted to swing at that one, too. I bet you did.
And there's a fly ball out into left field. That one's deep. And caught on the bounce.
That's the unfortunate part of the bounce rule. Sometimes they can just chase them down.
Go, Jack. Good swing.
That'll bring up Sea Legs. Sea Legs hit a sacrifice fly to left his last time up. And he's going to be at safe at first. As it bounced a couple times. Papa coming up.
Courtesy.
Flew out to left field his last time up.
Hey, Shoeless Joe with shoes on.
Yeah,
Courtesy run.
I know. He only batted without shoes. I think he played outfield with shoes.
And a swing and a miss.
1-30. He loves that. He loves that. Don't we all? Look at his face. Don't we all? Excited about it. Wait till he gets to 2-30.
Kojak is going to be the courtesy runner, and he lines a shot down the left field line, base hit. So Kojak is out there running for Papa, and that brings up Whiskey. He watches a couple go by.
Hey, Nelly, when I walked through the corn, I got you at about 195 bushels per acre out there. It was a good season of rain.
And there's a fly ball.
There, look at that.
Oh, my.
It's going into the corn. This could be.
They might not come back.
Oh,
they do come out of the corn. Ball comes in over to third, and they say they got him at third.
Tally.
2 runs did come in and score. And that's going to bring up Beans with 2 hands down. There's a shot over to shortstop and gets it on the 1 hop. So 3 down, and the Blue Caps pick up 2 runs. That makes the score 7-3. With the Rovers on top as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning on NLWN 2.
NLWN TV is excited to bring you Colfax High School girls basketball. Our first game will be on Tuesday, November 18th, when the Vikings will travel to Hammond, Wisconsin to take on the St. Croix Central Panthers. Live coverage on NLWN TV begins with Viking pregame at 6:45 p.m. That's live Colfax Viking girls basketball on NLWN TV on Tuesday, November 18th.
We'll conquer it all!
And we're back here at Sand Creek.
Yep.
Bottom of the 4th inning. And we have Jet, Chopper, and Bubba. Jet has singled and doubled.
We're sold out.
You don't have any more?
I think there's a couple more back there.
Well, if you go get us a couple of them.
And there's a pop-up. Foul territory. No, it landed fair. I thought it was drifting foul, but my angle wasn't real good here.
And that's the one thing you'll notice, like the arbiter, he won't call foul if it's fair. He doesn't call anything.
Chopper at the plate. Singled and then hit a sacrifice fly to right. There's a fly ball out towards center field. And it bounces past him out in center field. And they break to the plate, and Jet comes in to score.
Way to listen to me. Way to not listen to you.
I think that one hit a gopher mound out there or something.
Yeah, because it took a weird hop. So Chopper's on second. Jet came in to score, making it 8-3. And Bubba is at the plate.
Oh, do you want it anymore? Then I'll throw it out so they'll go on. What they'll go in there? Oh, okay.
Bubba pops it straight up, lands fair, and everybody's going to be safe.
That's it. Usually those little infield pop-ups like that, they always kick back towards home plate.
Oh, that's fine. Thank you.
Runners on the corners now, and Smug comes to the plate. Nobody out.
All you need to do is reach under the hook.
And Papa, that one looked like it caught in his hand a little bit as he was delivering it.
I know a lot of times right after I bat, I use some pine tar. And then sometimes my pitching hand gets a little sticky.
And this was back before they outlawed foreign substances on the ball. And they don't get the out at first. They did get the out at second.
Yep. And the pine tar I used was actually around in 1860. because I get it right off the tree.
Okay.
So I got authentic pine sap.
Do you lick the trees, or you just scrape it off, or you right off? Just a bit short.
So Frenchie at the plate. One hand's down. Frenchie grounded into a double play and then singled. There's a fly ball out into center field. And it took another strange hop on the bounce.
That's the disadvantage of letting it bounce. Most of the time it's a straight bounce, but a lot of times it kicks off somewhere.
One, I was correct.
And Mongo steps to the plate. Mongo doubled his last time up.
Oh, good pitch. My fault.
2 runs in this inning. 9-3 is the score. And there's a fly ball to third, and making the catch. Everybody does get back. So 2 hands, and Bomber steps to the plate. And a fly ball to right field for the out. So, for the Rovers, they do pick up a couple more runs and have now taken 9-3 lead over the Blue Caps as we're heading to the 5th inning on NLWN 2.
NLWN TV is excited to bring you Colfax High School girls basketball. Our first game will be on Tuesday, November 18th, when the Vikings will travel to Hammond, Wisconsin to take on the St. Croix Central Panthers. Live coverage on NLWN TV begins with Viking pregame at 6:45 p.m. That's live Colfax Viking girls basketball on NLWN TV on Tuesday, November 18th.
We'll conquer it all!
And we're back here in Sand Creek. Top of the 5th inning. Blue Caps have some work to do, down by 6 runs. And there's a fly ball out into center field. This is by Wall Street, and the catch is made. That's going to bring up Bear Hug. Back to join us. And a fly ball by Bear Hug out to left field. And he almost didn't catch it on the bounce. Two down, and Smoke steps to the plate. And as they like to say, it's 1-30, a swinging strike. 2-30. When's the last time you ever had to have somebody buy a case?
It's definitely been a while.
And you guys are probably very ready for it.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a ground ball over to second. It bounces off of Mongo's hands. Throw to first, and they got him. And so, no runs for the Blue Caps in the top of the 5th inning, and they're still trailing the Rovers by a score of 9-3 on NLWN 2.
Get in touch with the roots of the Chippewa Valley at the Chippewa Valley Museum, located in Eau Claire's Carson Park, with a mission of connecting people to their community and inspire curiosity. From reinventing the Chippewa Valley, a century of change in farm life, the Farmhouse Theater, along with the Wisconsin Logging Museum and Logging Camp. Also, the Chippewa Valley Museum features special temporary exhibits and traveling exhibits, as well as web exhibits. The Chippewa Valley Museum is open Tuesdays through Saturdays. Call for more information at 715-834-7871.
And again, showing at the Chippewa Valley Museum and continuing all the way through January 3rd is America's Monsters, Superheroes, and Villains, Our Culture at Play. It's an action-packed experience, hundreds of vintage toys, comics, and posters from the 50s through the 2000s. It's basically a cultural X-ray of America's psyche. Call the Chippewa Valley Museum for more information, 715-834-7871. And stepping to the plate for the Rovers is Sugar. And there's a foul ball back into the oak tree over there.
That one might be really foul. Normally when we play, we would go look for that ball. In 1860, there weren't many balls laying around, so you'd play with what you had. But I think in this case, they might go get a new one.
Well, a couple people had it off in there. I don't know if we'll ever see them again. After all, Shoeless Joe said he thought he saw a Sasquatch in there. Of course, you never know with Shoeless Joe what he was thinking.
Yeah.
And Sugar watches one that he wished he had chased.
I did like the Brewers here in Euchre's talk about being in heaven. Did you read that at all?
Yeah.
He said he made the team up there. He was a third string catcher, but he did make the team.
Went above the arc limit.
And Sugar being selective. He hits a hard shot over towards third, and he got it on the bounce.
Yep.
That's going to bring up 2-bit. He doubled and scored and then flew out to left. Both in the same inning.
Yeah.
You know that inning well.
I do. You know it's not your best inning when the guy comes up for the second time.
This is true. And a fly ball out into center field and caught on the bounce. So 2 hands down, back to the top of the order. And Jet, who's 3 for 3 today, pair of singles and a double, 3 runs scored. Had a notion on that one, didn't go. And there's a foul ball down the left field line. He smacked it pretty hard.
And that was a good hit.
But yeah, he's got it.
Did you let it?
And he watches one that bounces on the plate. Papa delivers. And there's a fly ball over towards second and short and caught on the bounce. And so that's 3 hands down, and the Rovers get nothing that inning. So after 5, it's 9-3 with the Rovers on top. And we're heading to the 6th inning on NLWN 2.
It's getting to that time of year again. Time for NLWN TV and NLWN 2 to present our Halloween Spooktacular 2025. Join us at 7 p.m. on Halloween night by the light of the jack-o'-lantern as we bring you some of the best in Halloween-themed old-time radio programs, including Edgar Bergen and Charlie McCarthy, Inner Sanctum Mysteries, and we'll wrap things up with the classic Halloween show of all time with Orson Welles' production of The War of the Worlds. So join me on our Halloween Spooktacular at 7 p.m. Halloween night on NLWN TV and NLWN 2.
Going into the top of the 6th inning, Blue Caps have some runs to score. And Kebab watches it as the Blue Caps are at the top of their lineup. And a fair ball over towards third, throw to first, and it's awfully high. And did they get the tag? Yes. They did get the tag.
Up behind us.
Need some run. Need some run. Look at Sand Creek phone book. Would have got.
Yeah, it's going to bring up Chops.
It's 2 pages. Yeah.
It's supposed to be 1860s. What are we doing with a jet airplane flying overhead?
UFO, I guess.
1860s, shoeless Joe Jackson, who wasn't for another 40 years later, came walking out of the corn, and then a jet airplane flies by. I think we're in a time warp.
Yeah, I think so.
And there's a fly ball out into left field or center field, and he tries to catch it on the bounce, and it's scooted between his legs. And Chops is going to check in at second. That's going to bring up Kojak. Kojak is singled and then flew out on the bounce to left. And there's a fly ball to second. It dropped at second. Kojak is safe at first. Woo! Chops moves over to third, and Kojak is safe at first. That's going to bring up Sea Legs, who singled his last time up. Came around to score a run.
All right, here we go.
And there's a pop foul out of play.
I got it.
It's under the car. Far side, under the car.
Now, back in the 1860s, that car would have had a horse attached on the front.
Yep.
And now the ball is back in. Sea Legs at the plate. 9-3. The Rovers are leading. We're in the top of the 6th inning. And there's a fly ball out into right field, foul territory.
Oh, man. That was almost
way foul.
natural if you'd hit the lights. But you missed the lights by... Yeah, but not, they do work, by the way. The record of lights.
So Sea Lake steps back in as they did a little bit of grooming of the field. And there's a foul ball. It was out of play.
I think he's pretty much got every foul.
He's hit it both ways. There's one out to center field. And a run comes in to score as it was caught on the bounce out there.
Yep.
But it goes as a sacrifice as Chops came in to score. Kojak is on second, and Papa is at the plate. And we have a courtesy runner. Sea Legs is going to do that. Papa watches a couple. And a ground ball over towards third. Throw to first. And that went past. And coming in to score is Kojak. And heading into third is Sea Legs running for Papa.
The art of tallying.
That's going to bring up Whiskey.
This is much I enjoy tallying.
Whiskey's 0 for 2. Grounded catcher to first and also was out right field to third, trying to stretch a double into a triple. And he's safe at first, driving in a run. That's 2 runs in. Well, now we have the Dolly Parton song.
Yep.
It's 9-5. Beans at the plate.
Come on, you have to know that. It's from your air. It is. He did that, guys. And then it was like a Super 5 Saturday night. I don't know. How many outs? 2 hands. 2 hands. Conversation already.
Yeah, we had it like 3 times. I'm not quiet. Neither is Kojak. They tune you out, brother.
And another one that he watches go by. Beans just keeping an eye on things. Ground ball over to third. Tough play there. Throw to second in time. So for the Blue Caps, they pick up a couple of runs. And the score after 5.5 is the Rovers 9, Blue Caps 5 on NLWN 2.
When tech goes on the fritz and frustration kicks in, Sladen's technology where you trust he can. From nowhere to backups, we've got what you need. Call us up, we'll plant the seed. Sladen's on the way, your heroes in disguise. For businesses large and small, we're the ultimate prize. 715-864-2833, get the IT help you desire. Call 715-864-2833 today.
Oh, their book says 6. Hey, whatever the cap says.
So with a 9-5 score as we're heading into the bottom of the 6th inning. Rovers at the plate.
Hey, what number
We have
am I
Chopper,
thinking of?
Bubba, and Smug.
I did.
And pop up in foul territory, and it falls in.
Foul!
Come on, Arbiter. Foul. I've been loud all day.
No, you haven't.
I've been obnoxious.
No, that's me.
Chopper at the plate. That one behind him.
Sometimes you got to move him a little bit.
Chopper's 2 for 2 plus a sacrifice fly.
There you go.
And another foul ball. And he fouls that one out. That's going to bring up Bubba. Pop up in the infield and caught on the bounce. Two hands down, brings up Smug. Smug is 3 for 3. Scored once. And that pitch is just a bit outside.
I think he was thinking about it.
And he watches another. Being selective, which is not to be confused with being picky.
No.
And there's a ground ball, fair ball down the third base line. Tried to one-hand it and can't do it. So Smug is safe at first with a 4 for 4 day. That's going to bring up Frenchie. He's got a pair of singles, also grounded into a double play. There's a shot out into left field. Couple of bounces, puts him on first.
Thought with the speed that ball had on it was going to get there on a one hop. But.
We're at the bottom of the 6th.
That's going to bring up Mongo. And a ground ball, throw over to third, and they don't get the out. Bases are now loaded. That's going to bring up Bomber. Nine to 5 is our score. Rovers on top. And there's a ground ball over towards short. Scooped up there. Throw over to second for 1. They get the force at second.
I'll stay left. So it's still 9 to 5 or 9 to 6?
And run comes in, so it's now 10 to 6. Actually, that last run didn't score, did it?
No,
that was
it
the
didn't.
third of hands down.
Yep.
So,
Still need it off the ground.
Talk to him. I don't care.
so after 6 innings, it's 9 to 5 on NLWN 2.
Yeah, so that's the last inning. Oh, cool. Last inning.
Colfax Vikings, we wear the
NLWN2 is proud to present Colfax High School boys basketball. Our first game will be on Tuesday, December 2nd when the Vikings travel to Durand to face the Durand, Arkansas Panthers. Live coverage on NLWN2 begins with Viking pregame at 6:45 p.m. That's live Colfax Viking boys basketball on NLWN2 on Tuesday, December 2nd.
There's a timeout.
And the score is 9-6.
Are they trying for 9-7 or what?
Is it no, we got one out of this. Or they did. Now they're deciding who's supposed to get it.
And Wall Street is due up.
Let's just play.
Actually, Beans is supposed to be up, I believe.
Oh, nice. There you go. That's definitely
And Wall Street safe at first.
Oh!
And now he's out.
Wall Street didn't slow down.
So that's one down. That's going to bring up Bear Hug. We're in the top of the 7th. 9-6. Rovers on top. And there's a fly ball out into left field and caught on the bounce.
All right, Smoke. Keep it going.
That's going to bring up Smoke with 2 down. And I believe this is the last inning.
It is.
I'm sorry. Hands.
Smoke switches hands. That's a nasty trick that he plays. You can kind of tell it's going to happen. He comes up cross-handed. There's a ground ball over towards second. And the toss to first is in time. And that'll do it. So, no runs for the Blue Caps. And I think that that's going to do it after 6.5. And nope, they are going to play the bottom of the 7th. So we'll be back right after this timeout on NLWN2.
When you have that craving for a home-cooked meal the way Mom used to make it, rest assured, you can still get that meal by going to Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax. Mom's is open daily, serving breakfast and lunch, and don't forget dinner on Friday nights with Mom's famous fish fry. The coffee is always hot, the breakfast is always delicious, and lunch will put a smile on your face and in your stomach. 225 Bremer Avenue, Colfax. Call 715-962-4617. That's Mom's Restaurant and Pub.
So we go into the bottom of the 7th inning. Bomber, Sugar, and 2-Bit due up for the Rovers. Just as the gentlemanly thing to do, play the bottom half of the inning. Ground ball to short, throw to first in time, and he didn't hang on. So he's going to be safe at first.
Sorry about that.
It's going to bring up Sugar. And there's a ground ball foul, third baseline. And there is a pop-up in the infield, caught on the bounce, throw to second. And he
got back in there second time.
He did. They're ruling he got back in there the second time, but I noticed after the tag he turned his foot and then got it on the base.
Yeah.
So he really wasn't back on.
No. And so on that play, our second baseman would have had to tag him. But it's not a force out
Right.
anymore.
So one hand's down, runner on second, and a fly ball out to center field, caught on the bounce.
About 2 or 3? 2. 2 hands.
And back to the top of the order, Jet is at the plate. He popped to second on the bounce his last time up. Hard hit, foul ball, almost off the light pole. That could have been one of those you were talking about earlier today. Okay, here's a weird one for you. You hit it out there into the corn on the fly, and it gets stuck in a corn stalk. And the fielder goes out and plucks it out of that corn stalk.
It would technically be an out.
It should be. Of course, nobody's going to see it because it's going to be out there in the corn somewhere. But
yeah, technically it would be.
It never hit the ground.
No.
So here's one for you, Smoke. In an old-fashioned baseball. Oh, you may want to keep the headset on this.
He was going to give that microphone so we can hear you ask the question.
So we got Donkey here asking a question.
Oh yeah, you betcha. Game 2 play where Sal Freelick turns
where's the t-shirt?
Yeah.
Play from 400 feet away.
Yep.
How would that be ruled old-time baseball?
So technically that would have been caught.
It went glove, wall, glove. So never hit the ground.
It probably been a one hop out.
So batter would be out and everyone else.
Everybody else advances
everyone
at their
else
own
can
risk.
advance on their own risk, and so
Same as it would be played MLB-wise.
Yeah.
Other than the force out at home, they would have had to put a tag on.
Right, because the bat it wouldn't have been a force anymore.
Right. Yep.
Yep. That sounds about right.
But that just also shows you that even in modern day baseball, all the players don't know all the rules.
Right. And another question I think Josiah asked is, in modern baseball, if you juggle it, when can you tag up? Is it on the completion of the catch or the first touch?
I think it's the first touch.
Right. Because otherwise
I
there could
think.
be a foul play where you can intentionally try and juggle it to try and
And a throw from short to first.
After 7,
Oh, it was a wild play.
call it.
And they're going to call the game after 7. So the final score after 7 innings is the Rovers 9 and the Blue Caps 6.
I
And
think the Rovers just got a couple, but.
and I may be incorrect because of those questions we were asking. But at any rate,
Final score was Rovers 11 and Caps 6. Hey, you finally agreed. Again, my concession, go get some chili things coming up. We got one more game in like 10-minute break here. Here's there for you guys. Good shot.
Thank you to everybody for coming out and watching this. As this year winds down, it's a bit bittersweet, but next year we'll be here before we know it. Blue Caps do it really fast and train hard, drink the beer all winter. So, watch out, everybody, next year. That's what I'm saying. So, Rovers always a good time. That's all I got. Blue Caps, end of the year here.
Thanks, Sand Creek, for inviting us out again. Beautiful weather, beautiful day. We're very lucky to be able to play this. Thank you.
Shoeless Joe loves Sand Creek.
dreams, baby.
And that's going to wrap things up from Sand Creek. We had two today. Blue Caps dropped the opener to Sand Creek 11-6 and 10-6 to the Rovers from Anoka County, Minnesota. And that's also going to wrap up our coverage of Blue Cap baseball for 2025. We hope to be doing this again in 2026. We'll have it a little better organized, but we had a good time. We want to thank you for joining us this season, and make sure you check back in with us. Also, don't forget that today's vintage baseball games are being brought to you by Menomonie Eye and Optical, with quality personalized care for you and your family. Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax. Comfort food the way Mom used to make it. Midwest Environmental Consultants, lawn care and soil testing experts for Western Wisconsin. Slayton's Technology, the official IT provider for the Northern Light Webcasting Network. And Chippewa Valley Museum, where you can connect with the roots of the valley in Carson Park. Be sure to thank these fine sponsors for bringing you vintage baseball, featuring the Menomonie Blue Caps on NLWN2. So for Dan Petchow on the camera, this is Rick Olson, and Blue Caps dropped 2 today, and we'll see you back with Blue Cap baseball next season on NLWN2.
Thank you for joining us for Vintage Baseball, 1860s style. On NLWN2 featuring the Menomonie Blue Caps. We now return you back to the present time.
Let me take you back to a time so bright, where the game of baseball danced in the light. In the 1860s, under the sun's warm glow, the Blue Caps were cruising, oh what a show. With their caps of blue, they took to the field, swinging wooden bats, no gloves to shield. The crowd was a-roaring, they cheered with delight. Baseball in glory, what a charming sight. With a pop and a crack, the ball took to the sky. Boys in their knickers, running wild, oh my, oh my. Let's take a trip in our time machine to see the game in its purest scene. Waves of nostalgia flowing like wine, swinging with the Blue Caps, oh what a time.